Good Morning Gwinnett Presents the Friday Morning Mingle, the show hosted by the women of the Thrive Tribe, sponsored by the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce. Check out the ladies every Friday morning at 10 a.m. as they talk about their real life as an entrepreneur. If you miss an episode, be sure to go to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past shows. Sit back and enjoy.
Michael, okay, there we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Friday Morning Mingle. I'm Audrey Bell Kearney. Listen, this is a show all about living life as an entrepreneur, and I'm glad to be here with you this morning. It is Friday, baby. I know some of you are so excited because it is Friday. I know, I get it. I'm excited too. However, I'm excited because I'm about to hit the road. I'm about to travel to Chattanooga. So shout out to Chattanooga. We will be there. All goods, used book, and coffee this evening to do a book signing for our book. So if you are in the Chattanooga area, please come by and join us. Stop in and say hello. Stop in and chat with us for a minute. Be happy to chat with you. Excited about that. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I wanted to talk about. I was reading an article about a week ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago, and the young lady who was on there, she was saying how she was on reality TV and how reality TV it turned her life upside. She said it destroyed her life, is what she said. But I've heard many people who are on reality TV say, don't do reality TV because it ruins your life. And so my thought was, would you be willing to be a reality star to grow your business? Now, here's why I thought about that. I thought about that because I know a lot of times we are diehard entrepreneurs and we would do anything to grow our business most of the time, right? Anything to grow our business most of the time. And I'm not big on, I don't watch a lot of reality TV. What I do watch is, I watch love reality TV, like Love is Blind, The Ultimatum. I will watch those. I'm a romantic at heart. So I love all that stuff. So I will watch those, but regular reality TV, I don't watch so much, but my mom used to love it. She used to watch, she knew everybody on Love and Hip Hop, The Housewives. She knew everybody. But I've seen them say, being a reality TV star ruins your life. And my question to you is, would you become a reality star to grow your business? Because I know as an entrepreneur, we pretty much do anything to grow our business, anything. Like we will pretty much go to let me say this. Some of us won't. Some of us will do anything. Some of us will say we're doing everything, but really aren't. But some of us will do anything to grow our business. So that was my question. I know for me, just doing video, and it's so crazy because Good Morning Gwinnett has been my baby for almost December. It'll be 5 years, right? And I'm not big on video, but I will get on video if I have to. I started doing this video because we were on book tour and we all agreed to do the Friday Morning Mingle, which is fine. But up until that point, I had not done video for Good Morning Gwinnett. Now that I'm doing it, I won't stop. Because it took me 5 years to actually do video. Like I would do some interviews here and there, but the whole process of doing interviewing was like, okay, now I got to go find the guests. I got to book the guests. It was too much. So I was like, I don't want to do video. I'm just going to do audio. For me, being in front of people, like on video, is almost like being a reality star. Not that I want to be one at all, because that's not my goal. However, will I do just about anything to grow my business? Yes, I will. Hence is why I'm here doing this video. Now, I know some people don't know that, they don't figure there's any value in it. It's a waste of time. But I always say this. Whenever you can put yourself in front of people, especially as an entrepreneur, whenever you can put yourself and your business in front of people and let them see who you are as a person, let them see what you're talking about, you begin to build a bond with you and that person, right? You begin to build this relationship with you and that person watching. They don't know you, but the more they get to see you, the more they get to know you, they either like you or they don't. And I think for the reality stars, that becomes a problem. The problem becomes, you got the villains on reality shows, and then you got the good people on reality shows. You got a whole lot of nonsense going on. So you got all these people that hate you for whatever reason, because your hair was one way, you said something a certain way. You got all that kind of stuff. And then you got the people that you actually love. So that's in real life too. So, I don't know if I would become a reality star so much, but am I on here Friday morning doing, the Friday Morning Mingle? Because, and I'm probably going to change the name of the show. Let me just say that right now. Like, that started out as a group effort. I don't think that's going to keep going. And if it doesn't keep going, just know that I will be on Friday mornings doing something totally different, but it'll still be a Friday morning show, and it'll still be produced by Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm not a front of the camera kind of person. I remember a long time ago, me and two of my friends had written a book called A Cookbook to Romance. The Romance Cookbook. That's what it was. It was called a Romance Cookbook. Was it Cookbook to Romance? I don't know. I forgot the name of the book, y'all, but it was a long time ago. And I remember calling Terry Williams. So Terry Williams was a publicist for Eddie Murphy, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson. And I remember calling her, and I was saying to her, I said, hey, we got this book. We need a publicist to help us market the book. And so she said to me, she said, I don't think you can afford me. Now, back then, her fee was $4,500 a month. That doesn't even sound like a lot, right? Today is nothing because people pay that for a course. But back then, I was like $4,500 a month. Like we have to pay that a month. And it was a long time ago, y'all. So it probably was a lot of money back then. But anyway, she sent us to. She's like, yeah, I don't know if you guys can afford me. How much is your fee, Terry? And she said, my fee is $4,500 a month. Now, all the PR that I've learned over the years, I learned from her book. Well, mostly all of it. She wrote a book, y'all, called The Personal Touch. And I read that book from cover to cover for like 2 straight years. And I learned all I needed to know about PR. So I was able to learn PR on my own. But before I read her book, I reached out to her to represent us. And she said, I don't know if you can afford me. So she sent us to a young lady who was just starting out. Her name was Renee Foster. Now, I'm talking years ago. Her name was Renee Foster, and we went to a meeting with her in New York, and we were telling her about our book and how we wanted to get it out there. And she started talking about all this PR stuff, and I was like, I don't want to be in front of the, I want to be out there like that. And she was like, Audrey, you can't be straddling the fence. You either on one side of the fence or the other. And I was like, well, I didn't want to be in front of the camera. I'm a behind the scenes kind of person, and that's where I wanted to stay, right? So I literally she said that, and I literally fell all the way back, y'all. Like outside of doing book signings, which I'm good about doing book signings, I've always been good about that. But just being out in the public like that in front of people, because people are cruel. And let me just say this: back then, we didn't have the internet like we have it now. So I was like, I don't want to be out there now. Fast forward to today, you don't even need reality TV. All you need to do is have a camera, a phone. Like right now, we're streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, not Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and Amazon. So you can just be your own reality star. I said all that to say, I don't know if I would be on national television as a reality star to promote my business, but I will get up here and do a video. I certainly will. And up until now, I mean, I've done videos plenty of times, and I've been on television plenty of times. I've been doing video. I had a YouTube channel. YouTube launched in 2005. I launched my first YouTube channel in 2006, literally a year later. I don't even know if it was a full year. I just remember about 4 months ago saying, let me go, because I was like, I need to take YouTube seriously. Let me go back and look at my YouTube channel and see when I started, right? So my channel said 20,000 something. I started in 2006. So I said, well, let me go back and see when did YouTube start? YouTube started in 2005. So I've had shows, but that has not been my goal to be like in front of people. It was just a part of me trying to grow my business. And sometimes, you have to bite the bullet about a lot of things. You have to stand up and do the things that you have to do for you and your business. And if whatever that is for you, that's what it is for you. Like right now, it's supposed to be 6 of us on this show, right? I don't know where everybody is right now. I can't worry about that, because at the end of the day, I know what I'm trying to do for my business, and that's what I have to do. And so sometimes you just have to say, you know what, put your big girl panties on and do what you got to do. That's what it is. And that's how I look at stuff. I had a conversation earlier this morning with someone, and it was funny because let me just say it was funny because I do things a certain way and other people do things a certain way. And it was funny because the person kind of clapped at me about the way I do the things I do. But in my opinion, you do things wrong. But that's my opinion. And I just laughed it off. I was like, whatever, it's all good. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? So I'm entitled to mine. Everybody's entitled to this. It is what it is. So you learn so much as an entrepreneur, right? You learn how to You learn how to put yourself out there if you really need to. You learn how to grow tough skin when you need to. You learn how to navigate waters to keep the peace when you need to. You learn how to stay cordial when you need to. You should learn how to have great customer service because if you're in business and you don't, you know, you won't have a business very long. You learn how to read people and understand that not everybody's going to think like you. Everybody has their own issues and their own problems, and whatever it is that they're dealing with, you just got to let them deal with it. Like there's nothing you can do about their issues. So if they're having issues, you got to let them deal with their issues. I try to fix everything, but I've learned that I can't fix everything, and I definitely can't fix everybody. Only thing I can do right now is focus on Audrey and what she's trying to accomplish. And that's what I'm doing. Now, do I exclude people? No. But do people exclude me? All the time. Just for no reason. They get mad about stuff that they make up. Not nothing that I necessarily did. Just stuff that they make up and they exclude me. And I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, everybody can't go where you're going. Everybody don't see what you see. Everybody see things the way they want to see them. And it is what it is. So you learn a lot. And I think when you are on television, that plays out a lot. Like you see a lot of that stuff. The flip side to that is a lot of that stuff is edited. So you may see one version, which may not be the true version. But when you can control the narrative like I'm doing right now, you say what you want to say. There is no editing. I'm live. It is what it is right now. I'm live. So this is not edited. Nobody's going to go back and change it and re-put it. No, it is what it is. It's live. And so if you can control the narrative, you may not want to be a reality star, or you may want to be one. Some people want all that kind of stuff. I don't want that. I want to be rich. That's what I want. And why do I want to be rich? Because I can do things that I really want to do. I can help the people that I really want to help. Now, does that mean I have to be in front of people, sharing my story, sharing my experiences? Yeah, it does. Do I have to be vulnerable sometimes? Yeah, I do. And most of the time I am. Like I'm probably more vulnerable on my audio show, my audio version of Good Morning Gwinnett, than I probably will ever be on here. But it's a part of who I am. And I don't mind sharing because I think when you go down the path of starting a business and be trying to become an entrepreneur, it's a lot. It's a lot that you have to endure. You have to put a lot of times you have to put your personal feelings aside. You have to act with integrity. You have to act like a grown up when you don't want to act like grown. There are days when I don't want to be a grown up. I just want to be in my bed with some onesie on, chilling. But I can't do that. But then you can't act like a child and expect people to treat you like a grown up. It's just a lot. It's a lot to go into that. So when you watch my show or listen to the show, I'm so real on those shows because I want people to understand that this is not easy. You go through a lot. You go through a lot mentally. You go through a lot emotionally. You have to deal with your regular life. You have to deal with your business life. You have to deal with your regular life not going well. You have to deal with your business life not going well. You have to celebrate your wins, personal and business. It's a lot. You have to juggle a lot. You have to wear many hats until you can grow a team. Even when you have a team, you have to be able to manage that team. You have to remember that those people are there to support you. You got to be nice to the people. Some people have teams and they suck. I've tried to have teams and I'm extremely nice and it backfire on me. So I get that part where you feel like you got to be tough, but some people are just awful and they think they're the best. They think they can run a team. They think they're nice and they are horrible. If you ask their team in private, where they don't have to be seen, they probably tell you, yeah, they suck. They probably would. So you got to be able to juggle all that stuff. You got to be able to juggle when things don't go the way you think they should. You got to be able to juggle when people stab you in your back because they will. Oh, trust me when I tell you they will. You got to be ready to juggle when the deal falls through and you done put a lot of time and effort into it. You got to be ready to juggle when the partnerships fold. There is a lot. So that's why when I do these shows, I'm always trying to keep it real. Just like with this show, I don't know where this show is gonna go. The Friday Morning Mingle, I don't know, will it be a mingle? Because right now you can see I'm mingling by myself, which I don't mind doing that. But if I'm gonna mingle by myself, I'm gonna mingle by something I want to mingle about. So I don't know where it's gonna go. However, it may just turn into one of my other shows. I know this, I will keep doing it. I know this is going to be a show that because I know the value. Even when people don't know the value of this type of media, they just think it's a thing, it's a waste of their time. I don't see the results. You don't see the results. not monetarily, you don't. But on the branding side, there's a result. But if you don't do it, you won't see it at all. So I don't know where it's going, but just know this, y'all. I will still be here on Friday. One way or the other, I'll be here. Will it be the Friday morning mingle? I don't know. I'll know later. I know, I'll know shortly. But right now, it is what it is. I'm here mingling with you guys. And, I want you to think about this, right? If you say, you know what, Audrey, I will become a reality star to grow my business. Be careful what you say and what you wish for, because somebody may just knock on your door. There is a lot of things that we cannot explain that happen. Somebody may just knock on your door and challenge you. Listen, I get challenged all the time, all the time, all the time. And I'm challenged because I have said something or I have done something, and God is saying, I'm gonna see if that's really what you mean. I'm gonna see if that's really what you're gonna do, what you really say you're gonna do. He challenges us. So if you're thinking about, you know what, I want to be a reality star, I would do that to grow my business. You just may get that opportunity, and you may fall on your face. It may break your heart. Do you really want cameras following you around everywhere you go? I don't want that. I do not want that. Like I was watching one of my partners sent me a video of former President Bill Clinton. He was in the Hamptons, and he was just strolling around. I don't think people knew who he was. Now, here again, it was the Hamptons, right? So maybe in the Hamptons, everybody is well off and people just don't bother them because they're all kind of in the same little circle. He was just walking around. He sent me the video, and President Clinton was just walking around in the Hamptons and nobody was bothering him. One person did say hi, but everybody else kind of just walked past. That's how I want to be. I want to be able to go to the Friday night light football games and enjoy myself without feeling like anxious and just, like everybody is watching me. That's what I want. But I want to be rich. And I will be rich. And I'm going to be rich in private. I'm going to drive my same. Well, that's not true. That's not even true. I'm going to get my dream car. I never had a dream car before. I got one now, though, which is weird, right? I never had a dream car. My brother has always had luxury cars. It was the funniest thing. My mother took us to the car lot. She bought us both cars, right? She bought him a car. She bought me a car. I pulled out of the showroom with a brand new Nissan Sentra, and my brother pulled out with some red two-seater that you could barely get out of it because it was so low. It was hilarious. When I think back to how we were, how we are, we're like night and day. We're like best friends, but we're like night and day. He's always been the flashy one, and I have always been the pretty laid back one. Like I drive a Jeep, he drive a Infinity. But lately, I've wanted a dream. I have a dream car. I'll share that with y'all later. I'll share that. It's not necessary right now. I'll share that later. But I'm gonna do what I got to do to keep moving. Listen, Chattanooga. If you're watching me right now, Georgette, Ebony, and I will be in Chattanooga in a few hours. We're gonna be at All Goods Used Books and Coffee Cafe over on Glass Street. We're gonna be there at 6:30 this evening. Come by, say hi to us. We're doing a book signing and a book conversation. So we're gonna be talking about entrepreneurship in person. We're gonna be doing a book signing. So if you are in the area, stop by. It's a lot of Chattanooga groups, man. We've been talking to people in groups. It's amazing. So I'm excited about that. Hey, listen, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, that book in the carousel on Amazon, hey, that's my book. Purchase that book. Also, the AI Advantage. This show may turn into an AI show. I don't know. It may. I'm loving AI. So you never know. We'll see what happens over the next coming weeks. By October, I'll know what it's gonna be. I know what it's gonna be by October. So y'all saw me swat that. It was a little bug. He flew right in front of my face. So yeah, I swatted at it. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is real time. Like, reality TV is edited. This is real. You saw me swat at that little thing. I don't know what it was. It was a tiny little bug. He flew right in front of my face. And my first instinct was to swat it out the way, which is what you do. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Toya Glenn, thanks for stopping by. Hello, thank you for stopping by. If you like the show, stick around. I don't know what it's going to become. Right now, it's the mingle. We'll see what happens over the next few weeks. It may be something else, but it will be something on Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe 10:30, because I got a couple events. But anyway, it is going to be presented by Good Morning Gwinnett. So if you have not checked out Good Morning Gwinnett, you can go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. That is my main show. I'm there 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. live. I'm hosting the show. We talk about everything around Gwinnett County and beyond. We do the horoscopes, and I do music, and I have a good time on that show. And if you want to learn more about me, that's the show to listen to. Like you'll get to see me on this show, but you get to hear a lot of crap on that show because I talk a lot of trash on that show. But check it out. Download it from the Apple Store. If you got an Apple podcast, download it from the Apple Store. If you have a Google Podcast or Google phone, you can download it from the Google Play Store. If you have an Alexa in your house, you can ask Alexa to add it to your favorite shows. If you have, let me see what else. I don't know. That's it. Amazon Fire Stick, you can add the channel to your Fire Stick. Listen, I'm everywhere. I got to go because I got to hit the road. Georgette and I and Ebony, we're on our way to Chattanooga. We're doing a book signing. So I'm going to be signing 2 books, The AI Advantage. And I'm talking about, that book talks about how small businesses can leverage AI to help them grow. I use a lot of AI in my business. And up until now, I felt like I needed a huge team of people. But because of AI, I don't feel like I need a huge team anymore because a lot of that stuff I can do in a very efficient way and be more productive. And so for me, it was like, you know what, let me write the book. Let me talk to people about it. I am the president of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce. We do a lot of workshop and courses and lunch and learns where we try to help women in business stay in business and help them grow. So we do a lot of that kind of stuff. But I also love podcasting. I've been podcasting for a very long time, since about 2009. And it has become a booming industry. When I started, it wasn't an industry. It is an industry now. And if you're thinking about starting one, if you want to be a reality star, start your own stuff. Start your own channel, start your own podcast, start your own newsletter, start your own magazine. Listen, you can start all of that stuff and do it all and be a star in your own right. You may not be on television, or you may, because you could be on Amazon Fire Stick or Roku. Yes, you can. You can be on all of those platforms. Whatever you decide to do, there's always somebody out there who's willing to train you and help you do that. So if you want to be a boss, if you want to start a business, if you want to start a podcast, if you want to get into AI, if you want an AI career. Speaking of AI careers, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce is hosting the Georgia AI Summit in January 18th and 19th. If you are in AI and you are a speaker and would like to be one of our panelists or speaker, please reach out to me. That's Audrey at GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. Audrey at GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. We're looking for speakers. We're looking for sponsors for this event. We have some speakers. I'm so excited about that. We do have speakers we got 3 speakers that we're going to be announcing pretty soon. I'm so excited. One is in the podcast space, and he's doing AI, he has a podcast platform, which is really nice. One is a robotic engineer, and one is a Microsoft Azure professional. So those people are very important in this space. And so we want you to hear from them at the Georgia AI Summit. For more information, go to Georgia AI Summit, GeorgiaAISummit.com for more information about that. If you want to put something in the swag bag, if you want to put something in the journal, if you want to be a sponsor, all of that information can be found at the GeorgiaAISummit.com. Listen, I'm going to go because I got to hit the road, Jack. Hit the road, Jack. No, I'm just kidding. I got to hit the road. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll be back again next Friday with another episode of The Mingle. Have a wonderful weekend, wonderful weekend, and stay safe out there, y'all. It's a lot of craziness going on, but stay safe. And I'll see you next week. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in to the Friday Morning Mingle. If you enjoyed this episode of the show, be sure to subscribe to the show on your favorite streaming platform. If you would like to join a community of women who mean business, we invite you to become a member of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce by going to www.GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com, or to become a member of the Thrive Tribe, go to www.thrivetribe.biz. Tune in next week for another great episode of the Friday Morning Mingle at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.